According to Mind Money Balance, some mental health therapists have a caseload of 30 to 40 clients each week, while others have several hundred. Teletherapist Network indicates that those who aim for a 40-hour work week would likely spend 10 hours on administrative tasks if they see up to 30 clients. Unfortunately, these caseloads are becoming heavier for therapists. Since 2020, almost 30% of therapists saw an increase in patients. This doesn't even consider the fact that we need over 6,000 mental health providers to fill the shortage of care, as there are fewer professionals with more people who need services. The current working therapist will end up with larger caseloads. This means even more administrative work, which results in burnout for many professionals. One of these tasks is sending invoices. No matter if you run your own practice or not, you need to send these invoices since it's how you'll get paid. With more patients, it means even more statements to manage. So what solution do you have to make this administrative work a bit easier? Hi everyone, I'm Kaylee from eTactics, and today I'm going to share 3 things to include on your therapy invoices to help ease workload. Before you get started, make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking the button below. Also hit that alert bell icon so that when we post new, helpful content, you get notified. One of the first things to include on your therapist invoices is dynamic messages. You can change these depending on any details relevant to their statement or your practice. These are most helpful as an additional reminder of when to pay. If patients haven't paid their bills yet, then you would need to send another statement. Within these dynamic messages, you can indicate if the invoice is a first, final, or past due notice. Since the client has these reminders on the statement itself, they'll know the urgency of getting their money to you. The faster you get paid, the less time you need to put into sending more reminders and trying to collect. These messages don't only need to pertain to due dates though. If there are any important updates from your practice, you can interchange them here. For example, maybe you started offering electronic billing or online scheduling. You can use this area to encourage your clients to use these services, which will cut down even more workloads for you. Online scheduling would reduce the number of phone calls, and electronic billing would prompt patients to pay sooner. When you offer services that would make processes easier for your office, you need to encourage them with the messages to your clients. The next item to include on these invoices is a reminder to schedule their next visit. Many therapy clients are regular visitors. A study found that 50% of patients need an average of 15 to 20 sessions to recover. These visits may be as frequent as multiple times in a week. Others are weekly, bi-weekly, or as needed. Because your clients are frequent visitors, you want to encourage them to get their appointments scheduled ahead of time. Otherwise, you'll spend more effort trying to squeeze in their session if they didn't try to schedule until right before they were due for a visit. You don't want to deal with unhappy customers who can't get their regular sessions in, but it will also be stressful trying to arrange the schedule at the last minute. Instead of dealing with this, remind them on their invoice that they need to schedule so that they're encouraged to do it early. When you include this note, make sure to give them options for how to schedule. For instance, if you would have an online system, it would reduce more effort since they would need to call, and they can also schedule as soon as they see this message. My third tip for what to include on your invoices is a QR code that directs patients where to pay. We're seeing these everywhere these days. If you aren't accepting online payments yet, it's only a matter of time. After all, patients actively seek out providers who have digital options. When you accept these electronic payments, you can easily direct clients to the site by using a scannable QR code. This element will stand out on their statement so that they're instantly prompted to pay. Since you can influence payment with these, there are again fewer administrative tasks for you. You don't need to handle cashing checks, inputting credit card numbers, or taking payments by phone, which can be such a pain. You can also use these codes to direct people to their patient portal so they can access anything else they might need, such as the online scheduling platform. As a therapist, you have so much on your plate. That's stating the obvious. With more people relying on your services, it can be difficult to keep up with creating and sending statements, but it's necessary nonetheless. How would you collect your money if patients didn't receive a bill? The information included on your bills can encourage them to pay even sooner and reduce some of the administrative work for you. That way, you have more time to spend with patients and can better manage your growing caseload. If you'd like to learn more about effective invoices to ease your workload, reach out to eTactics. And you already made it this far into the video, so you might as well like it, share it, and comment below.